People deluded. Now, I saw Arsenal.com, obviously on Twitter, or via Twitter better yet, they said their nominations are in, or they're hosting their nominations for Player of the Year, and it kind of got me thinking, folk, who would be my Player of the Season? Now, there's still a long way to go within the season, of course. Like I said, there's still a long way to go. There's not a long way because we're approaching May, but there's still a lot of football to be said. But I feel we can talk about who is more or less going to be the candidates. First and foremost, I feel I got to get the elephant, address the elephant in the room, people. And that, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see Aaron Ramsey's name nominated. Now, a lot of you might disagree, a lot of you will agree, and that's what football's about. It's about debating and them thing there. But I'm not sure as to whether I'd give it to Ramsey, but I definitely believe he's a candidate. Just speaking for myself and who I would probably try look at or bring in or think of that in regards to that position in terms of winning Player of the Year, I'd probably say my candidates would probably be, obviously I've just said Aaron Ramsey. First and foremost, I feel, considering that he's leaving, he hasn't been perfect of course, but I feel considering he's leaving, he's played with all his heart whenever he can, whether that's been from 90 minutes, playing 90 minutes or playing 5 minutes or whatever. I feel he's handled himself well. I think he's played with intent. I feel, given even that he's been a bit part player, when you look past the big games he's been starting in and the glorious moments so far this season when it comes to Arsenal, he's still got impressive stats, scoring decent goals and assisting to a decent amount as well. And I just feel application, he's done that. I don't want to talk about goals of the season as well, and it's kind of irrelevant, but if you remember the goal against Fulham as well, so he's had a good season from start to finish for me. Whether he truly wanted to leave or stay, Arsenal fans, when we cut through it, we'll actually never know. On one hand, probably did want to stay, wanted to be a key player. On the other hand, he might have been forced out from the club. On the third hand, allegedly, no matter what offer was put, he was always going to leave. We'll never know until he comes out and writes a book or the relevant parties tell us actually what happened, people. But you got to have Aaron Ramsey for me. Probably, I'd say Leno as well for the second half of the season. Probably he's come into it and thrown his hat in the ring. I personally wouldn't give it to him, people, but I feel he's got to be in the conversation. He's made some big saves and he's looking promising going into next season, because he would have, I don't want to say he's adjusted, because we'll never truly know when a player's actually adjusted to a foreign league and country unless they tell us themselves, because there's a lot of things we don't necessarily see. But I feel he's a candidate as well. Again, like Ramsey, no one's been perfect this season, but I feel him. So you've got Ramsey, you've got Leno. I feel Socrates throwing his hat in the ring as well, definitely. Again, no one's been perfect. I'm going to stop saying that after that. I promise people. I'm not getting paid no royalties for repeating that. But I feel he's got to be there. He's surpassed expectations. Obviously, we knew he was going to be a decent, competent defender. He's not the marquee sort of guy we wanted, but that's probably why he's throwing it back into the ring even more. I feel he's played with consistency, competency. He's a tough man. He's deceivingly quick. He remains loyal to his task. It's nice for me to see someone that really relishes defending, whether it's getting into the handbags with Kane and other players, or like sometimes he's a bit of a madman, he's doing all of this, but I love that guy, man, or he's just doing mad stuff. It's refreshing to see that sort of stuff, man, and I feel Socrates throwing his hat into the ring as well, man. And I'm like I've already told you, I'm looking at holding as prospective new centre-half, Socrates, possibly Mavropanos. That's for another day within the mix for moving forward in regards to who we move with next season. But so now you got Leno, Ramsey, Socrates, Aubameyang. Regardless of what people feel, I feel sure he's probably the easiest one for me to say, because at the end of the day, he's up there. He's going to get 20 league goals. When last did we see that, Arsenal fans? Alexis, I know Alexis did it 1 year, but you get the point. How many times in the last 10 years did we see that? We used to be spoiled with Henry, and those of you that are old enough than me have got other reference points, but we ain't seen that too tough. And regardless of if he's been coming off the bench, doing the super sub thing, stat padding against lesser sides, turning it on against other big teams, playing out of position, at the end of the day, he's up there with Salah and City players and players that are going to go on to win the league and fight for the league. So we ain't seen that for a minute, and at the end of the day, he's doing his job. Strikers are there to score goals. I feel Lacazette's got to be in there as well, without a doubt, people. Not shortly behind Aubameyang. Now, Aubameyang's got the goals. Lacazette's a better technically based player for me, and it's more of an all-rounder. How you quantify the better striker, I never know, because at the end of the day, strikers need to score goals, and the striker that scores more goals surely is the best striker. But I feel Lacazette's got more to his locker. Has Lacazette got 20 league goals since he's been at this club? No, but he's a wonderful player. Big games, he's been there, stood up to be counted. He's on this, man. You've seen what Lacazette's on. So they'd be my guys. If I had to rank them, how can I forget Lucas Torreira? How can you forget Lucas Torreira? He's got to be there. He's kind of, I say at points this season, he's probably hit periods of, I wouldn't say peaks, but probably a bit tired, and performances have been a bit, not that he's been bad, but it's not been all action. He's still adjusting and then things there, but he's there. Actually, Guendouzi's not going to win it for me, but I'd feel if it's a Rookie of the Year thing or something, I feel Guendouzi's got a lot to work on. But for the way he's taken to it and the way he's taken to just handling himself at a big club and things like that, I feel you got to throw him into the ring so he'd be a Rookie of the Year or some other award. So it's a tough one for me, people. There's a lot, and it's a good thing that there's a conundrum for who would be it. For me, I'd probably go Lacazette, people. If I had to rank it, it's a tie between Aaron Ramsey and Lacazette for me, people, for the first position. So I'm just going to say Lacazette first, Aaron Ramsey second. But I want to put Torreira second, though. Do you know what? Lacazette first, Aaron Ramsey second, Torreira third, but it's tough, people. Socrates third, Torreira fourth. I'm going to change my mind. It's a tough one, people. But let's forget the rankings. I'll just go with Lacazette as a whole, people. And I'm sure I'd love to hear you lot's different reasons for going with such and such, because I'm sure some of you would be saying, DG, yes, Socrates, no, Lacazette, what are you talking about? Are you saying this? Yes, I agree. That's what I love about it, man. As long as you're not abusive. I mean, the funny thing with YouTube, people, I see some mad stuff, man. I mean, sorry, people. I'm seeing highlights of the Juventus game. Obviously, United are playing. But some people disagree and they feel the need to abuse me and cuss me and that. Not that I care about it, but I always find football funny because of the kind of primary emotions it brings out in humans. But I'm out, people. There's nothing more for me to say, man. Like I said, I'm going to go with Lacazette. Probably change to Aaron Ramsey. And I feel Socrates and Torreira, I'm personally doing them an injustice. But I'd like to hear from you lot, man. Who's you lots? But on that note, I'm going to get out of here, people. DG, I'm out.